Hey y'all, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Hannah, and today we're filming episode 2 of the Green Industry Health and Wellness series. Today is all about the back. So, last video that we made, we asked for your suggestions, and overwhelmingly, the comments were, my back hurts, my upper back, my lower back, my back, everything about the back. So I wanted to film a really quick video for you guys. Just give me 5 minutes, morning, evening, at your convenience. I want you to follow a really simple routine that is going to help with those common aches and pains. All too often in life, we don't go through that freedom of motion, that range that will keep us in flexibility. We fall into bad habits. We fall into bad posture. We go through the same repetitive motions day after day with our jobs or our habits or our posture. And in doing so, we really limit the motion of our back, and that's what contributes to a lot of common aches and pains. Now, let me just preface this video. I'm not a medical professional. Everything you see here is for knowledge and educational purposes only. Anytime you start any kind of an exercise routine, you need to be talking with your physician. If you have pain, you need to be talking with your physician. With that being said, if you're looking for some very, very simple ways to move your body in such a way that will contribute to freedom of motion and flexibility, then let's just give it 5 minutes. So you'll notice I'm sitting in a chair. These first 3 very simple stretching movements can be done anywhere you've got a chair, your office, your kitchen table, anywhere at your convenience. Especially for people suffering from issues like sciatica, this can be a huge pain relief. A lot of times people don't realize that the contributing factors to back pain are your hips. So we're going to start by just crossing one leg over the other. Simple as that, okay? Then we're going to hug that leg. So you're going to really wrap your arms tight around it. And everything you'll notice that I'm doing, I'm going to keep my chest and head up. So I'm going to lean back and bring my chest and head up, and I'm going to feel that stretch right here. So I'm going to hold that stretch. This is something that you're going to repeat in a series of 3. Hold it anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds per your comfort level, okay? What you start out doing might not be the same as someone who's a little more advanced. So we want to help with those common aches and pains. We don't want to make anything worse. So if you feel pain, you need to stop or you need to take it easy. So that first stretch is we're just going to hug that leg. The second stretch, since we've done pulling towards us, we're going to do the antagonistic stretch. We're going to push that away from us. So we're just going to chin and chest up. And we're going to really, really lengthen that torso and push the elbow, straighten the elbow, push the knee away from us. So that's stretch number 2. We've done inner and outer rotation of the hip. Then we're going to do very similar to a yoga pose. So I'm going to turn this chair that I can show you guys. We are going to open the hips up. So we're going to just let those hips fall and bring your chin and chest up. So what I'm doing right here is I'm lengthening all of this so these tight hip flexors are getting that relief that they need. So I'm just going to bring everything up, nice big stretch, kind of like when you wake up in the morning, and you're going to feel that all the way from the top of your stomach muscles and your abs all the way down to the top of your thighs where your hip flexors meet. So that's our 3. So I'm going to show you from this side. First, we're going to alternate sides also. So each time you finish a rotation of 3, you're going to start over the opposite leg. So we're going to hug that leg. 10 to 30 seconds, really breathing deep, chin and chest up. We're going to push it away from us. That's number 2. Really breathe in deep. You're going to really feel that stretch. And then we're going to do relax and let those hip flexors fall. Now I'm going to have Mitchell demonstrate this, because one of the big disparities that I noticed when we were starting these workouts together is what looks this way on me is not going to look the same way on Mitchell. So people have different flexibility issues, and men primarily most of the time are very tight in their hamstrings and their hips, much more so than women are, to speak to my experience. So Mitchell's going to demonstrate these stretches real fast for you guys so that you can see how it looks, because I'm sure a lot of you are going to start this and you're like, oh, this doesn't look like when she did it. So I want you guys to feel comfortable with what we're demonstrating. So Mitchell's going to start.
So like she was saying, I'm not that flexible, so I'm going to hold up.
Chin and chest up.
Okay, we're gonna pretend it's been, and just so you know, I can already feel a heck of a lot of tightness down here in, like, I guess my hip, my buttocks area. So you know, this is real world. She's way more flexible than the average person. So.
All right, let's
And
straighten
then-
that elbow and push that knee away. Chin up and chest up. Perfect.
I'm not even straightening my elbows out because it's like super painful right here in my hip. So
Okay,
evidently
well, if
I'm like
it's super
tight.
painful, we need to back off a little bit.
Not super. I mean, it's there's some pain. There's some tension, some tightness.
Deep breaths. All right, and let's try opening up those hips. So we're going to turn to the side. Okay.
You know, this is yoga stuff. And
Yes.
You know, most men, we don't do the yogas.
Well, remember, you've got to chin and chest up, and we're going to let this fall and feel this stretch here
How much further?
until you feel this. There you go. Chin and chest up, chest up. There you go. Okay. Perfect.
How long am I supposed to do this?
10 to 30 seconds.
So do this for 10 to 30 seconds, y'all.
All right. Perfect. Now,
I definitely feel it stretching in my lower back.
and this is also for your hip flexors.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right. Okay, so we're going to move to the floor. So here we are. We've moved to the floor. Now, we're going to do some very basic torso and hamstring stretches. Real quick here, we're going to, all fours, we're going to take our right arm and we're going to reach through until our shoulder is almost touching the floor. And you're going to really lengthen. So we're doing our best to really stretch and give a little torso rotation. We're going to come back to the start and do the same with the left arm. And this is totally going to be whatever is your comfort level. If you can just reach to here, that's fine. Before you really, really feel a stretch, that's fine. If you can't put your hands flat on the floor, that's okay too. So you're just going to stretch, and what this is doing is lengthening that spine, and it's really, really stretching that lower back. So after we've done 2 sets of these, we're going to try to touch that shoulder on the floor, work up to it. We're going to do rock backs. So I'm going to film this from the side. You're going to get one leg out, and now a lot of people are very tight in their groin. So their adductors are very tight. So we're just going to sit back. So you're going to sit back and then move forward. Sit back, and that is going to be lengthening right here and really stretching. So if you're having pain, take it really easy with these and go whatever your comfort level is. So we're just going to come up, sit back. And you'll do the same for the other side. Now, after we've done our groin stretch, we're going to move into what's called the frog. This is a crowd favorite. So we're going to keep our feet, if we can, keep the sides of our feet flat. And you're going to rock back, and you will really, really feel this in your pelvis. So again, use your hands to bear the weight of your body if you need to. And you're just going to move forward and let that pelvis sink down. And then move back and forward, and you're going to go at your own pace on these. You will absolutely see a difference in the way that you feel and the tightness of your legs if you do these often. Moving on, we're going to do our assisted squat. So, and by assisted, I mean we're going to use, a lot of times you'll see people who are very dominant, their adductors are tight, so their knees will cave in. So to keep us from doing that, you're going to use your elbows to push your knees out. So we're going to hit a squat that is as deep as you can get, and that might not be very deep, and that's okay. But I'm using my elbows to have gentle pressure to keep my knees in line with my ankles and toes. Head and chest up. Now, after we've mastered this to where you can just sit comfortably, we're going to start reaching for the sky. This is another way you can really lengthen and limber up that torso. So very simple. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. We're not expecting you to be an athlete. We're just trying to relieve that lower back pain. And the way that we're doing that is by loosening up those muscles. Now, if you've become comfortable with that, You can always grab the opposite ankle. Okay, so moving forward, we're going to try a little more advanced stretch. And this is something that involves some movement, but it will really, really loosen your back up. So, here, here, okay? Then we're going to switch legs, here, and I'm stretching here, I'm stretching this opposite hip flexor, I'm reaching for the sky. I'm turning that foot, then I'm going to switch legs again. Reach for the sky, reach for the sky. These are super effective for warming your body up. If you're about to go out and cut grass all day and you're going to be in this furious go, go, go mentality of motion all day long, this is definitely something I would start the day with. So I'm going to let Mitchell demonstrate these also so that you guys can get a good idea of what they look like.
All right, you guys, so I'm just going to demonstrate real quick the last dynamic stretch that hand was doing. And this video is not going to be 5 minutes. I know she said at the beginning, give her 5 minutes. This whole exercise stretching routine can be done in 5 minutes or less. So a lot of people say, oh, I don't have time to work out, or I can't do all this, and they make a bunch of excuses. If you don't have 5 minutes, I don't understand, but you literally can do this in less than 5 minutes just to help out your lower back. A lot of these exercises and stretches Hannah gets me to do, and it does help out. Okay, so just starting out like this on my knee, going back. Again, realistic. I'm not as flexible as she is, but I would hold it, and I do feel the stretch and the tension in my back. Like that, so do that a couple times. Switch the knee, same thing. Go both sides.
So there's your modification with the knee down. You can also do it with the foot on the ground.
So more advanced. And like this. So it's a little tougher. Maybe you can graduate into this one later on. And I feel it right here in my... So same thing, left, right, and then switch. Sound effect.
Stop it with the sound effects.
Sound effects are free.
He does these. He does these all the time. He literally does these all the time. You are gonna get it, mister.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now we're gonna do two simple. Hey, stay down for a second. Stay right there. So we're gonna do two simple exercises to end with. Okay. So we're gonna do what's called cat cow, and then we're gonna do 90-90s. So let's hit our cat cow position. All right, all fours, shoulders in line with the wrists, and we're going to arch that back just like a cat. Really, really feel that stretch in between the shoulder blades. And then we're going to do cow, so we're going to get sway back, and we're going to poke the pelvis out. There you go. And
this
then
is a crowd pleaser.
This is cat cow. Okay? And you can start flowing with that motion. So we're going to squeeze up and then back. This is a great way to work a knot from out between your shoulder blades. You're doing perfect.
I get a lot of knots.
He does get a lot of knots.
I had a big knot just the other day.
Yep. All right, now 90-90s. These are the simplest of all simple. The movement is on your heels. So we're just going to turn, find a comfortable position, turn. And so that's working inner, outer, hips, low back. And then we're going to turn to the other 90. Yep. And you can almost always tell that you have one side that is tighter than the other side. And that will reveal itself in your movement patterns.
Left side for me.
Yeah. So that's going to be it. I hope that you found these exercises helpful, and I hope you see results. If you've got anything else you'd like to see, by all means, let me know in the comments. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel and give us a big thumbs up, please do so now and hit that notification bell. You got anything else?
Browse the channel.
See you guys.